Firstly, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to observe your lesson this morning. If you don't mind, I'm going to read off some of the notes that I've made. Although I only observed a section of the lesson, the evidence was clear that you were providing the students with a high-quality environment in which to learn. I thought the students had a really positive attitude to learning, and that some showed a thirst for the subject, which goes above and beyond. They were stimulated by the subject matter, and I think you've created an environment in which high expectations are embedded and students were really well managed. You gave students the opportunity to reflect individually and to collaborate as well. And when you work with students, you can see that the other students in the class didn't waver in their application to the topic, just testament to the positive learning climate and the trust that you've established with the students. So well done for that. You used questioning as a key strategy to explore and to share the knowledge, and much of the success of this was reliant on students feeling confident in discussing some of their own personal beliefs and thoughts with yourself and with the rest of the class. And I think you're to be commended for that. It was very skillfully handled. You're also very skilled in your questioning. You used it to challenge the students and to extend the students and their responses and their individual thoughts. And I liked your use of a tally chart. The mathematicians would be wowed by that. You showed that you were valuing each student's contribution and that the students were engaged throughout and they knew that their contribution was up there on the wall as well. I thought that the complexity and the eloquence of most of the answers showed, from the students, showed that progress was being made just on the answers alone. I did think you found opportunities for the ones that were a little less responsive, so they could extend their answers, and you reshaped the questions very well and explored their answers at a deeper level, particularly the boys that were sitting here and the girl who was sitting there. What was her name?
The girl here, Heather.
Heather,
yeah.
She obviously had some. You could see she'd got some deep thoughts there, and you explored that and made sure it came out as well. And linked the discussions very well between the students. So you built really well in that section. I thought your feedback was of a very high quality, and my overall feeling was that the students were making rapid gains, although I couldn't gauge this for all the students. Those not asked to contribute verbally were not able to demonstrate their knowledge. That's just the nature of the task. You asked a wide range of students for responses, and they each gave willingly.
The thing is though, that when you left, what we were going to do is then they were going to individually, in their exercise books, copy out the continuum line and then choose their own kind of number and score and then write a justification for why, but you'd gone by that point.
Yeah, well I thought that maybe the strategy to use that's great, but the strategy to use that would have been, as they were going in the lesson, if you'd got a grid, a couple of boxes in there, they could have written down their original thoughts, and they could have adapted as they had the discussion in the 15-minute discussion. I think that would have been good, because as you were going around very effectively doing your one-to-one discussions, you could have glanced and seen other people. But, I mean, that's part of criticism, really. It's, you could see that they were engaged, just watching their discussion. When you said kind of go at the first point, every one of them was discussing. And when you said 10 seconds, they were all still going at that point. So really, really well done.
So you think that if I had some sort of, almost like a scaffold or a prompt so that they could take their notes, it would have been easier for me to...
And I think it would have given them confidence.
The thing is though, there is a photocopying budget issue at the moment with the school, isn't there? They don't want us to photocopy things. So I'm trying to save the trees as well as the Heeds budget.
And the cut.